Hey everybody, it's your girl Angie. Welcome back to Kiss My Cheeks TV. I have a 15-minute window to get into the Real Housewives of Atlanta. I guess this is episode 3. I titled it the fast forward episode. It was kind of like a childhood game of merry-go-round, duck, duck, goose, ring around the rosy. It was just like the same storyline floating around from scene to scene, and I was over it. It was a lot of overacting, a lot of anticipation, and a huge womp womp. Like, they advertised this as Drew and Candace were getting ready to get up and sing a song together, and all they did was a couple of do re mi fa sol la ti do, and Drew got up off the stage, and I was like, the other ladies, we didn't need a camera here for this. But I understand this is cross promotion. This was a benefit for Candace. Congratulations, Candace. This was a win for you to come over to the Atlanta ladies. I want to say people who watch Potomac also watch Atlanta. Like, we watch both shows, but just in case some people don't watch Potomac but watch Atlanta, you were introduced to a few more people. And I want to see a Candace show. Like, we have a city winery in Nashville. If you come over to Nashville, Candace girl, I'll buy a ticket and come see you, because I was impressed by what I saw. And I've said it plenty of times on my Potomac reviews. Candace can sing. Her album is cute. It's not something that I just spin on my Apple Music daily, but she had a couple of cute songs that I have listened to. So congratulations, Candace. Drew, you didn't even get funky with it. Like when Candace, I forgot what was they singing. Was it I Love Myself? And then Candace gave us a good old, I'm about to take it to church. And then Drew sang the same, I love myself. I was like, girl, Candace wanted you to show off for a second, but go ahead and get off her stage since you wasn't going to show off for a second. I ain't mad at you. But anyway, I didn't jump to the end of the episode, but really that's all there is to talk about. I don't have any comments on Sheree having her meet up with Marlo and who was over there, Sanya. For everybody to be nice to Martell, we're not. You be nice to him. You the one who want to play relationship with him, Sheree. You the one who want to act like that's your man, your man, your man. You be nice to him. We watched the other show. You can say whatever you want to on Atlanta. He playing in your face, but over there on Huntsville, and I don't watch this the Twitter curb. I'm getting this from because I quit watching that show. They saying he's still begging for his wife back. Sheree, you love a sad love song, so I'm gonna let you listen to it by the end of this season. Up next, I don't remember the order. It seemed like they talked about BravoCon, and I really thought they were gonna dig into Mama Joyce and what she did at BravoCon, because again, she was disrespectful. Candy did have a moment where she was like, I ain't talked to my mama since BravoCon and she needs to stop. And you know, that's Ace and Blaze's father that she's talking about. It's gonna hurt the kids one day. Candy, we've been telling you this for forever. And you talking about, yeah, Riley. Don't shade Riley. Don't shade Riley. But she said Riley brought it to her attention, and Kayla was the one who told it to her father. And I felt like Candy, Todd probably pissed at you for that. Like, you should have been the one to be like, my mama was out of pocket again. Like, he had to hear it from somebody else. I mean, I guess Todd knew what he married into. He knew what his mother-in-law was going to be. Mama Joyce ain't changed. It wouldn't be me, but you know what? That ain't my household. But yes, maybe Candy might finally talk to her mama this time. And it seemed like Candy ain't even really, I hate that I come down on Candy because she is my favorite, but it seemed like I'm going to have your back in the end, Candy. Don't worry. it seemed like she not even concerned that it's hurting her husband. She more concerned that, oh, my children gonna see this one day. You should have nipped this in the bud before you even had them children. You should have been checked your mama, but that's your mama, your business. I am having an after work cocktail today. Forgive me. I need one. But anyway, what happened after this? Marlo went and picked up some shoes. Fast forward. I did think it was a cute that Marlo could just send a text message and they'll bring her shoes to the car. I ain't got that kind of money, so I thought that was cute. um, what else happened? Because I'm trying to wait before I get to the end and really drag Marlo and have Candy's back a little bit. I already talked about the performance. This is gonna be a 6-minute video. It wasn't nothing else happening in this episode. It was a lot of back and forth, back and forth. I don't care. So let's go ahead and get to the meat and potatoes. I already talked about the performance. Happy for Candace. Everybody showed up. Everybody had a good time. Afterwards, everybody met in the back and we had to get right into the mess. And, Sanya was like, yeah, this is an olive branch, but I don't even know why Sanya and Drew mad at each other, but they squashed it. Sanya was mad at the hair flips at the reunion. You should have tugged it. You should have snatched it. As soon as it whipped across your face, you're like, bitch, get your hair out my face. And she wouldn't have whipped it in your face anymore, Sanya, but Drew probably felt like she could whoop you. I don't know. But they squashed it for now because we know Sanya is really on team Marlo. Hey, Andrew and Sheree. So Sanya will flip back to not liking you again, Drew. Don't worry about it. Especially now that she done got some beef with Marlo at the end. I want to drag Marlo real quick. But then Drew had her opportunity to be messy because she was like, Candy, we went to Blaze 2 days before that incident. You want to talk about that incident? And Candy was like, what incident? Like, Candy, don't play dumb. Don't play dumb. I feel like a producer was like, somebody bring it up. Candy won't talk about it while she got her cousin in the restaurant eating the food. She ain't going to talk about it over there. So y'all ladies keep bringing it up to Candy talk about it. And then Marlo had to quickly jump in. The shooting, a shooting at Blaze, you talk about that. And Candy, again, said it's a legal matter. It's a personal matter. Everybody in the situation good. Bam. And it was all over the news. I addressed this last week with Candy. Like, I don't really know what y'all want Candy to say. It wasn't an issue per se with the restaurant. It just happened at her restaurant. And yeah, it was her cousin. It's like y'all want Candy to break down the whole story on camera when it's a legal situation. And then Marlo gets in her feelings saying, Candy don't never have to talk about nothing. And then, Candy threw out her 2 cents. Well, let's talk about the lady who face you slashed up, Marlo. Yes, let's talk about that. Because to me, on this show currently, probably the past, I say 10 seasons, Candy has been one of the most transparent housewives. Like, she's given us a lot of her life, from all of her relationships till she married Todd, her mama being in all of her relationships up until currently with Todd, all of her pregnancies, all of her businesses, all of her success, all of her drama with Nene, with everybody else that want to have a problem with Candy. Like, Candy has been very transparent. Marlo, what have you told us? Marlo, what do we really know about you? We know you like clothes. We know you know how to put a label on your back. We know you know how to spend all your money on clothes instead of, I don't know what you invest in, but it just looked like all you care about is clothes and shoes. So, yes, Marlo, tell us about the woman who face you slashed up. Yes, Marlo, we seen all the mug shots, but go ahead and run it down and tell us what you was doing to get all those mug shots. Yes, Marlo, we know assume you get your money from benefactors, but why don't you ever bring a man or a benefactor on this show? Marlo, what have you given us while you want Kandi to work so hard? All you do is stir up mess. What about your life have you told us? You told us about your sister's life. You told us all your nephew's problems, but what have you told us about you? So until you open up and break down and be transparent about you, quit worrying about everybody else. I feel like everyone on this show is more transparent than Marlo, except for Sheree. But anyway, Drew was invited to sing. Right. Somebody, look, I explained this, Dion Rocks, before you came on. This was an opportunity for Candace, not Drew. Candace needed Drew to come do that little 45 seconds so she can promote her tour, her album, all that cute stuff. Her and Drew just released a single Sunday night, I guess the same night that the episode dropped. Great promotions for Candace. This had nothing to do with Drew. Drew was a stepping stone to get on to Atlanta. And like she said, she wanted to do it with Shamari, but Shamari ain't on the show no more. So what's the point of calling Shamari? Shamari wasn't going to bring the cameras or the views. So congratulations to Candace. But now, okay, I done talked about the transparency. Let's get on to Marlo acting a fool at the end of this episode. Now, correct me in the comments if I understood this situation wrong, but it seemed like Marlo was upset because Drew wouldn't say the word shooting. She said incident. And Marlo felt like her nephew, one of her nephews, actually was killed in a shooting incident. So she comfortable with saying shooting. And she felt like Drew should have just said, I felt like Marlo was the one looking for a moment. I didn't understand why she was mad. What does your nephew being shot in his apartment have to do with what Drew said to Kandi in her restaurant? Okay, your nephew was a chef. Okay, the ladies didn't break down and have a whole memorial service all over again for your nephew because you mentioned him being shot. What did you want these ladies to do? What did you want them to say? My nephew is dead. My blood nephew is dead. I'm like, girl, condolences, rest in peace, but what do you want people to do with somebody who was murdered 3 years ago? You were trying to expose Kandi. You wanted Kandi to talk. If you wanted to talk about your nephew, talk about him. Give us a moment about stop the violence and put the guns down and all of that. I didn't understand what Marlo was so upset about. Is it because nobody was giving you the moment that you wanted? Is it because Kandi wasn't tore down like you wanted? I didn't understand it. And this is why production, y'all think what Marlo doing on this show is cute. Marlo is trashing the show. Like y'all used to say, Portia is declassing the show because she was busting it open, whatever y'all thought Portia was doing. Marlo is declassing the show. Her drama is not real. It's forced. She's making people upset on purpose for moments on this show. Like next week look a lot better. I feel like I'm gonna have a lot more to talk about because I want Kenya to snatch Marlo up so bad. The way she banging on her door and Kenya said, "What the fuck you do? Girl, you cussing." Angie, I'm saying what Kenya said. She said, "Girl, what the fuck you doing? My baby in here. What's your problem?" Like, I want Kenya to come out, and I know you say use your words, girl, but sometimes you gotta whoop people's ass. And I don't condone violence. I said all that. It was like, I don't condone violence. I'm a mess. But oh, Marlo deserves everything that's coming to her next week. And Kenya, I want you to give it to her because I don't even know why she banging on your door. But Marlo is on the show to antagonize people, and it's not entertaining and it's not cute, and I'm over it. That's really all I have to say this week. Up next in probably 2 minutes, I'm about to get into Bell Collective. And I will be on Kamisha Reviews tonight at 7:45. And we're going to go over Real Housewives of Atlanta again with the panel. I pretty much said everything I had to say, but I'm interested in what the other ladies have to say as well. But I want to get my review on up and done, and because I was gonna do it tomorrow, but then after I watched the episode, I said, "Girl, you gonna forget what happened tomorrow." So I damn near forgot today, and I just watched it a couple of hours ago. But anyway, y'all, I did take notes on Bell Collective. You said Sheree. Oh, I forgot all about Courtney and whatever foolishness they was talking about. I don't care. I don't care about Courtney, Monyetta, none of that. None of that. Ring around the rosy mess. Please stop talking about it. Please stop talking about it. Ugh. But anyway, see y'all in a few seconds for Marlo does not need to come back next season. Agreed. See y'all in a few seconds for Bell Collective. And again, if you want to get more in detail with Real Housewives of Potomac, catch me on Kamisha Reviews tonight at 7:45. Have a good one, y'all. Bye.